All right, another guy who played no small part in getting all these guys together. We got Glen Nicholson here. Glen, talk about how this went today, how important it is, and what it took to get everybody out here.
It was not much work because Lawrence and I were talking about it for years, and finally he just said enough. He reached out to the Schusters, and a couple days later they had a date and everything figured out. I just had to get the guys from out west here, and they're all over it. And just a bunch of good guys. Like, last night was incredible. Like, decades, like from old guys all the way through, new young guards coming out. Dylan, good guy, like just talking to him, and this whole Schuster Park, like I can't believe the size of it, tracks.
How about his collection of bikes?
He had my very first dirt bike, MR50.
Oh yeah.
That's my very first bike, and it's there, so it's pretty cool. Just had a great time.
So I was going to ask you now, okay, back in the day, you seemed like a guy who didn't take a lot of shit on the track from anybody. When you guys, you're all together, are you guys all buddies? You're reminiscing about, there must be some stories.
We bang bars, all of us, like Hoover and I, he's my best friend. But back in the day, we were racing against each other, and we'd elbow each other and bang bars a bit. Ross and I got into a few good ones. When you were racing back then, if you didn't get into something with Ross, then you weren't competing with him. So now we all still talk and hang out quite a bit. We went snow biking in the mountains there in February. I sent you pictures.
Yeah, that was great.
And we had a great time.
Hey, you mentioned that about trying to, banging bars with Ross if you weren't racing. What, a guy like that, what could you do to try to beat that guy? You must have, you came up through an era. It's like poor Kevin Wyndham having to race Ricky Carmichael.
Yeah, yeah, like, good luck, right?
Was there anything you could do? You said you beat him on a bicycle.
I beat him on 10-speed, yeah. That's my claim to fame, because running with him, he was an animal. He 6-minute miles, like, he was gone. Training, like when him and I started hanging out, when he came to Yamaha, I was there a year before him. We traveled together, went to Florida together. That's when I realized that I was not training, not riding hard enough, like to be his level. He made me a better rider and tougher competitor, and yeah, him and I banged some bars pretty good.
All right, now I won't get you. We talked about some pretty good stories off the camera. We're not going to get you to repeat them here, but yeah, say this is an annual thing. You a guy that's going to come back and do this again? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, I kind of owe it to the sport. I did well from it. My dad told me that. I never went to school, university, college, or anything. Racing was my experience, my education to become who I am now. And my dad, loved the fact that I did it on my own. I raced hard, and it was a business back then, and it taught me life lessons, all of it. Like me and Ross, all these guys, Hoover, we all trained together hard, raced hard, and now we can sit down, have some beers, and chuckle about some of the stuff we did together back then.
Nice. Well, speaking of that, okay, back then, and then from then on to now, what's we got to ask you, what's kept you busy from that? What do you do these days?
My wife and I and my daughter are in a glass company, commercial glazing. So it's aluminum, aluminum doors, aluminum frames, and glass. We do a lot of restaurants, gas stations, car dealerships. So it's really exploded. I think we've been in business 4 years now, and it's incredible.
Oh, wow.
It's doing very well.
What did you do up till then?
I was in all kinds of things. I'm a licensed machinist, so when I left racing, I started my own company. Ran that for 12 years. Got bored of that. Went to an engineering firm for automotive, pick and place, tooling, lift assist, overhead. Did that. It was a lot of fun, experience. Got tired of the people that I was working with, so I left there and went into the glazing 5 years ago, and then we started our own thing a couple years after that. So that's about it. Just getting older now. Got a granddaughter, and I got 2 daughters and a granddaughter now, and another one on the way, grandbaby on the way. So she keeps us busy.
Nice. Well, I'll tell you this, you are not losing any hair, I'll tell you that much. Look at that head of hair, folks. Cool, buddy. Hey, man, congratulations on getting this all together, helping out getting this all together. Obviously, a few guys missing. We got to grab a few next year.
Yeah, next year we'll shake the tree harder and get some of the old boys that are missing for sure. Once they see how much fun we had,
exactly, right?
They'll come for sure.
All right. Hey, where is home for you these days?
Mississauga.
Mississauga.
Never moved. Same house my whole life.
Honestly?
Yeah. Where I used to dirt bike out the backyard. You can't do that now.
I bet.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, congrats on a really cool event. Being a part of it, it's amazing. Great to see you. Great to see everybody together, man.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking the time to quiz me up.
Hey, I got nothing else to do.
Enjoy.
All right, man. We'll see you next year.
Thank you.